I'm always on the lookout for versions of Alice in Wonderland that I haven't seen, and I have quite a casual interest in the Care Bears, by which I mean, as an adult, I've seen a few films and cartoons. As a child, I vaguely remember watching them, but certainly I wasn't obsessed with it like I was with a lot of shows. But nevertheless, I was keen to check out the Care Bears Adventure in Wonderland, and it's not bad. This was released in 1987. It's a feature film directed by Raymond Jafelice, and I apologise if I've mispronounced that. And the Care Bears and Alice have to try and save Wonderland from this wizard character. So we have a lot of elements of Alice in Wonderland in here. We have a Cheshire Cat character, we have the White Rabbit, we have the Mad Hatter, who I think is my favourite Alice in Wonderland character in this. And when he sings his song about all of these hats and we see him wearing so many different hats, it's just really fun and really engaging. And I really thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's really nice to see these characters in a kind of classic Care Bears animation style. The colour palette is also really pleasing. Obviously, we have a lot of pastel colours and candy colours. It suits the environment well for Alice in Wonderland, and the narrative is quite interesting. It's obviously not a carbon copy of Alice in Wonderland. There are quite a few differences, which makes it a fresh story. But again, there are various recognizable elements and characters, so it's good fun. If you are looking for an Alice in Wonderland story with a bit of a difference, then I'd say it's worth checking out. I can't really compare it too much to other Care Bear films because, as I said, I'm kind of a casual viewer. I dip in and out of them whenever I'm in the mood for something fun and childlike. But even, I think, for older audiences, if you have an interest in Wonderland, there's enough there to capture the imagination. We have some really good songs in this. According to Wikipedia, the music is by Patricia Cullen. The animation, as I said, is really satisfying. I love the designs of most of the characters. I didn't love the design of Tweedledum and Tweedledee. Had I never seen anything from Alice in Wonderland before, it wouldn't have bothered me. But just compared to other versions, I don't know. They're probably the least favourite version of Tweedledum and Tweedledee that I've seen. But I wouldn't necessarily say they're badly animated, if that makes sense. Contrastingly, the White Rabbit, I love. And we have the character of the Queen playing a very different role. Alice's role is also very different in this. But I don't want to say too much more about that. I don't want to spoil it and give away too much of the uniqueness. But ultimately, if you're a fan of Alice in Wonderland and you love watching any films that are even loosely based on Lewis Carroll's story, then needless to say, The Care Bears Adventure in Wonderland is definitely worth checking out. I'd love to know what you think of it. If you're a big fan of Care Bears and how it compares to other Care Bear films. But personally, from my perspective, I'd say it's not too bad at all. And while I wouldn't watch it again, I really didn't mind watching it once.